best life. The book I'm reading is called All About Love by Bell Hooks. It actually belongs to my friend Emily. She borrowed me the book because she thought I'd enjoy it, and I am so far. I read a lot of Bell Hooks for sociology. I love her style of writing. I love how it feels so personal. Emily, if you're watching this, you were right. I really like this. And I'm not one to read books like this. I don't like non-fiction. I'm a fiction girl. Every time I read a non-fiction, it's for uni. 1978. Echoing the work of Erich Fromm, he defines love as the will to extend oneself for the purpose of nurturing one's own or another's spiritual growth. Okay. Alright. Can I speak? Thanks. I feel like when we feel deeply drawn to someone, we connect with them. We invest feelings or emotions in them. The process of investment wherein a loved one becomes important to us is called cathexis. In his book, Peck rightly emphasizes that most of us confuse connecting with love. Are you really in love? Or are you connecting? Food for thoughts. Self-love is the foundation of our loving practice. Without it, our other efforts to love fail. Giving ourselves love, we provide our inner being with the opportunity to have the unconditional love we may have always wanted to receive from someone else. Whenever we interact with others, the love we give and receive is always necessarily conditional. Although it is not impossible, it is very difficult and rare for us to be able to extend unconditional love to others, largely because we cannot exercise control over the behavior of someone else, and we cannot predict or utterly control our responses to their actions. We can, however, exercise control over our own actions. We can give ourselves the unconditional love that is the grounding for sustained acceptance and affirmation. When we give this precious gift to ourselves, we are able to reach out to others from a place of fulfillment and not from a place of lack. One of the best guides to how to be self-loving is to give ourselves the love we are often dreaming about receiving from others. There was a time when I felt lousy about my over 40 body, saw myself as too fat, too this or too that. Yet I fantasized about finding a lover who would give me the gift of being loved as I am. It is silly, isn't it, that I would dream of someone else offering to me the acceptance and affirmation I was withholding from myself. This was a moment when the maxim, "you can never love anybody if you're unable to love yourself," made clear sense. And I add, do not expect to receive love from someone else that you do not give yourself. Guys, I really need to get a job. I really need to get a job. I've been saying this for a very long time, like throughout first year. But there wasn't a sense of urgency. I was in a catered accommodation, so I didn't have to buy groceries every month. Now I do. My allowance is the same, but now I do. I need to have another stream of income. So now I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna study, and then I have dinner with Mike and Hugo later at 7 p.m. So I'm just gonna work. Because I need to work. It's raining and I'm stopping to take videos of buildings. Guys better like this video and you better comment and you better subscribe. I'm wet. Edges gone. I'm eating these overnight oats that I made the other day and oh my gosh, they are so good. Amazing. Here's today's outfit. Hello, focus. It's a black dress. I wanted to crop the sweater because it's quite long. So I wore my bra over my dress, tucked the sweater into the bra. I'm gonna be wearing my boots, my white Prada boots. I don't have any law lectures today, so today's a really chilled day. Mondays are always chilled for me. I only have sociology, literally one lecture, and then I'm done. But I'm gonna go to the library and do some readings and be productive after my lecture.
Therefore, the image here that you have. And this is very important, right? It has powerful implications in the way we see the world, the attitudes we have, we form, the interactions we have.
I love using this lift because nobody ever uses it. Everybody just walks. So I'm always alone anyhow. Yum. Self-assertiveness defined by Brandon as the willingness to stand up for myself, to be who I am openly, to treat myself with respect in all human encounters. Since many of us were shamed in childhood, either in our families of origin or in school settings, a learned pattern of going along with the program and not making a fuss is the course of action we most frequently chose as a way to avoid conflict. Sexist socialization teaches females that assertiveness is a threat to femininity. Accepting this faulty logic lays the groundwork for low self-esteem. The fear of being self-assertive usually surfaces in women who have been trained to be good girls or dutiful daughters. Wait, Bell Hooks is not done. She says, to complicate matters, women may feel the need to pretend they are self-loving, to assert confidence and power to the outside world, and as a consequence, they feel psychologically conflicted and disengaged from their true being. Violence. She's attacking us all. For a really, really long time, I've been the type of person that needs things to be good on the outside before I can start working on them being good on the inside. And I didn't realize how self-destructive it was until recently, because I've designed everything around me so that it looks good even when I'm not okay. And when stuff is that way, it's difficult for the people in your life to tell when you're not okay. So I've been taking accountability for the fact that I made it this way. And I can't blame the people around me for not being able to suss out when things aren't going well. All they have is my word, what I say, which is difficult. But it's bittersweet because it's put me in the position where I have to talk about things more, and I don't like doing that. I like going through things alone, and I'm so grateful to have friends around me that are consistent in reaching out to me, and they listen so well, they listen so good. Like, that being said, a lot has been going on, a lot is weighing on my subconscious right now, and it's affecting a lot. It's affecting my self-esteem, how I show up for every day, and constantly tell people, like, it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to have bad days, but I don't let myself have bad days. So I need to take my own advice. I'm trying to focus my energy on things that make me feel like everything is going to be okay, you know? And that's my friendships. That's school. I'm so sorry for the noise in the background, guys. I'm so sorry for the construction. I'm in the ghetto. Babes? Babe, do you want to get the box? Babes. Oh, not you. Come out, come out. Okay, Fenty.
Come out. I'm still trying.
Well, don't be modest.
Sometimes when I'm bored at work, I'll put an extra...
Doors closing. So the lecture's happening online. I didn't read my emails. Just gonna go away. Yeah. Yeah. This is choking me. Whew. Damn. I'm sitting in George Square Gardens. The will to sacrifice on behalf of another, always present where there is love, is annihilated by greed. No doubt this explains our nation's willingness to deprive poor citizens of government-funded social services, while huge sums of money fuel their ever-growing culture of violent imperialism. The profiteering prophets of greed are never content. When the politics of greed become a cultural norm, all acts of charity are wrongfully seen as suspect and are represented as a gesture of the weak. As a consequence, our nation's citizens become less charitable every day, arrogantly defending self-serving policies which protect the interests of the rich by claiming that the poor and needy have not worked hard enough. I've been astonished by hearing individuals who inherited wealth in childhood warn against sharing resources because people needing help should work for their money in order to appreciate its value. Inherited wealth and/or substantial material resources are rarely talked about in the mass media because those who receive it do not wish to validate the idea that money received that is not a reward for hard work is beneficial. Their acceptance and use of this money to strengthen their economic self-sufficiency exposes the reality that working hard is really the means by which enough of us can gain enough access to material resources to become wealthy. And one of the ironies of the culture of greed is that people who profit the most from earnings they have not worked to attain are the most eager to insist that the poor and working classes can only value material resources attained through hard work.
I have the best advice for women in business. Get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
Of course, they are merely establishing a belief system that protects their class interests and lessens their accountability to those who are without privilege. Williamson contends there is so much injustice in America and such a conspiracy not to discuss it, and so much suffering and so much deflection lest we notice. We are told that these problems are secondary or that it would cost too much to fix them, as though money is what matters most. Greed is considered legitimate now, while brotherly love is not. Love is a process that has been refined, alchemically altered, as it moves from state to state. Oh, that's a bee. Guys, there's a bee. It's literally following me. You've got to be freaking kidding me.